G'day you lot, g'day, how you doing? Today we're going to be looking at a banana on a banana tree. How you doing? Hope you're well and dandy. It's a very nice day today. It's a lovely Sunday, a bit nippy but it's alright. And I'm still trying to get rid of things. It's just one a normal day, you know. Still got that TV that's got to go. I've had a bloke, I've had several people, right, You know, I've had it up for sale on the internet and they send me a message. Oh, is it still for sale? Yep, it's still for sale. Some of them you don't get any message back. If they look at it, or some of them don't bother looking at it. And other ones, they're like, oh yep, would you take this much? I'll be like, yeah, I'll take that much, yeah. When can you get it? Oh, I'll come and get it tonight. Alright, yep, no worries. You give them the address and everything where it's at. They don't turn up. I send them a message, are you still good for tonight? Do you need an extra hour? What's the crack? You know, what's going on? I'll wait around if you want. No message back. And then you get one say, oh, is it still for sale? Yep. Will you take this much? I'll take that much, yeah, no worries. When do you want to get it? I'll come and get it at the weekend. There's 3 people supposed to have been turning up this weekend to get it. None of them have turned up. You know, they're like, yeah, I'll come and get it the weekend. Alright, no worries. Nothing. So I don't know what it is about the world these days, but that's the way it goes. That's why I stopped selling on eBay and other places, you know, for collection things. It's alright if you post things off, but things that you've got to come and collect, that's why I stopped doing it, because they either win the item from bidding and they never turn up to collect it, or they buy it, they don't collect it, or if you put it on another website, they arrange to collect it, but they never bloody turn up. A while back I had a bike, and the bloke was quite far away, and he said, can we meet halfway? I said, yeah, no worries, we'll meet halfway. Where do you want to meet? He gave me the location of where he wanted to meet, which was roughly halfway between the two of us. And I said, right, I'm leaving now, I'm going to be there for this time, which was the time we agreed. I got there, he weren't there. I tried sending him messages, he gave me his phone number, which I tried to phone, didn't answer. And yeah, what can you do, man? It's the way it goes, so it ain't really worth it sometimes. You just think to yourself, what is the point? I've got this old GoPro here. I used to use it a lot to get time lapses and things, but I ain't used it for a long time. So I'm trying to find a use for it, to be honest with you. Trying to see if I can use it, because it's alright the new ones have a display on the back, don't they, so that you can see where you're facing it and everything. But these ones obviously it hasn't. So if you want to know where you're facing it, what you got to do is you got to sort of, you can connect it to your phone, so your phone is the viewfinder for it, which is handy. But then you got to mess around connecting it up and all that, and keep looking at it and all that stuff. Either that, you just point and go. And I know a lot of people had good success using these to make their videos, and they just point and go and hope it goes in the right direction. Because really, if the lens is facing you like that, you know you're filming yourself, didn't you? So you can walk around and film yourself. You know you're filming yourself. But if you want to position it to actually film something, you know, you like, is that in shot? Am I getting the whole plant pot? I don't know. Has it got up there a bit? You know. And I used to put it on my head, and but sometimes it'd be facing the sky, and I'd be like, oh, I never know. So that's what puts me off using it, really, to tell you the truth. I was saving up to get a newer one with the display on the back of it, so then I would use it a lot more then, because if I wanted to film the plant pot, for example, I could just put it there, like that. I could look at it, look at the screen, yep, that's the whole plant pot, lovely, there we go, away we go. Time lapse of a plant pot. So, I'm just thinking to myself, I spent all this money on this GoPro about, well, when was the Hero 3 Plus? Probably about 6, 7, 8 years ago, probably about 8 years ago. I'm going to say 8 years ago. Yeah, about 8 years ago. 2013, is that 8 years ago? Round about there somewhere I bought this. And, you know, I've really rarely used it, to be honest with you. So, it's got to be used, man, it's got to be used. No, you're joking, look. Right, I've got to go over here and have a look for a bit of wood, but my light's messed up again. And I think it's not always a starter, you see. Sometimes it's the bulb was good. I know the bulb was good because I took the bulb out and put the bulb in the other light over there, and it worked fine. And I done the same to the starter, but for some reason they don't always work. Sometimes it comes on fine, other times it don't. Nevertheless, I've got to look in here for a piece of wood, because I've got to fix the roof, and the roof's got a hole in it. Here, you can see where all the water's coming through, and that dips down. So I want to put some wood on it, stop it from So when I put the new filter on, that's just a flat surface in. I never did find a use for that GoPro yesterday. I ended up doing the roof, but didn't do a lot else. But at least now it's a nice day. I like listening to the birds. Tweet, 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 you know. Nice. Very nice and peaceful in the mornings now. Won't be long before it's proper daylight in the mornings. Get dark at like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's brilliant when that happens. I love it. Love it. Does that a Friday morning? Sorry, I meant a Saturday morning. Bloody hell. I'll tell you what. Hang on, I want to show you something. Hold on. Did I say it was a Saturday morning? I meant it's a Monday morning, not bloody Friday or Saturday. It's Monday morning now at the moment. Anyway, I want to show you something. Hold on. Look. Remember this Toro phone case, right? That I did the review on. I showed you, right? Well, I've noticed a feature about it. I don't know whether they intended it or if you know, I don't know whether it's intended or if it's something that's just actually just coincidentally happened, right? But you fold it, like a lot of cases, you fold them down, they're flappy like that, right? Right, so they're flappy, right? So you undo them like that, and then they're flapping around underneath as you're holding it sideways, right? And you have to hold them there, and then if you let go a little bit, they flap down again, and they get quite annoying. But this one, I don't know whether it's intentional or what, but this one, the little clips that hold it closed, also magnetised, and they hold it open. Oh mate, I might be like just amazed at this, and everyone else is like, well yeah, I mean what else did you expect? But I didn't realise it, and it went until one day it clicked closed, and I was like, what? That's mad. So you got to do is just do that, and the little things, and it's like it's open, and I ain't got to worry about holding it. The ones like this I've had in the past, I haven't done that. And I found them quite annoying because they keep flapping like that, and you hold it open, and then if you look, it flaps around again, and I'm like, But this one, there we go, lovely. It's brilliant. I'm so pleased with this. I know the screen's a bit dirty. It's such a nice case. But I see that. I found that out a few days ago, and I was like, oh man, I didn't put that in the review of the case. I was like, oh well, never mind, but I've got to show you, look man, that's fucking brilliant. One thing is though, I don't know why, I've got to work this out yet, I don't know what it is about the iPhone 12 Pro, probably many other iPhones. I've never used a phone to record any footage for videos before, because I don't feel that, I've got a camera, so I just use the camera. But now the camera's good enough on this iPhone 12 Pro, I've started filming a little bit of footage here and there for, like, if I'm out and about and I haven't got my camera with me but I want to film something, it's handy. It's good. The footage is good enough to me. It's good enough. I've got a certain standard, and that's what I like to keep. But for some reason, Premiere Pro doesn't like iPhone footage. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do use iPhones. I don't know what editing software they use, but I can put it all in Premiere Pro, no problem whatsoever. But it's the rendering time that's the trouble. An ordinary half an hour long video that's just taken with AVC HD footage from this camera, put it in Pro, takes about 2 minutes to render about half an hour. And if I was to do it in 4K, it takes about 5 minutes to render a half an hour video. An hour video, about 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes, maximum 10 minutes to render an hour video. This iPhone footage, 6 hours to render 20 minutes. So there's something a bit dicky going on there. I've been playing around with all different settings, matching the source, doing all kinds of stuff, trying out all different codes and everything like that. Still can't get it to go down for some reason. Don't know what it is. I know the iPhone films in variable frame rates and things like that, but I've tried stabilising it in Premiere Pro, to try and get the same frame rate, keep it at the same frame rate, but it still takes a long time to render. So that's something I've got to look into, because it is annoying, because I want to use this phone, I want to get my money's worth out of it, you know, by using it in making videos, not the whole video but bits of it. But that's the problem at the moment. But I'll get around it. I haven't done I haven't done any research whatsoever. I've literally just sat at the computer and thought, this is weird, and played around a little bit. But I've done no research, no YouTube videos, no Adobe forum, no nothing yet. So I'll try and work what the problem is with that. It's obviously something to do with the format of the video coming from the iPhone and putting it on the Premiere Pro. Obviously, perhaps I've got to it'd be a bit of a pain if I have got to convert it into an MP4 or something like that, because that means I'll have to. And I've got Adobe Rush on here, but you can't do a lot of things on Rush. But that means I've got to edit the whole video on Rush. You know, I can edit a whole video, a YouTube video, on this phone, on the phone with Adobe Rush, and it comes out very well. But I'd rather use the laptop because I can do a lot of different things. There's a lot of stuff goes into these videos that you don't realise. You know, not only do I cut things in and out, but I do like effects on things here and there, because sometimes things are a bit dicky, you know. But I'll do my best to make it look as if I haven't done any editing whatsoever and it's just a plain video. That's what I want it to look like. Some people want to do all the flashy editing and like, oh look, I colour graded it, I've done all this, I've done all that. Nah, I don't want anyone to know that I've done any colour grading, any editing whatsoever. I want it to look as if it's just plain video. Might be a weird thing to want, but I don't want any credit or fuck all like that, although you know now. But I've sat there for a long time, sometimes correcting certain things here and there. I might have filmed something and it might have been too dark, so I've had to brighten it up and recolour it and everything like that to make it look better. But there we go, that's the way it is. So I'll work it out in the end. I'll get so I can actually edit it iPhone footage on Premiere Pro. But if you know the answer, what I need to do, and I don't want to have to convert the iPhone footage into another file, because that's just a fucking pain in the ass. It's another piece of software. I want to do that. If I can avoid that, I want to avoid that. Premiere Pro is a very, very powerful piece of editing software, and there must be a way of putting iPhone footage on Premiere Pro and be able to render it as you would any other piece of footage from any other camera, and then not have it take 6 hours. Anyway, I'll catch you later. You lot all the best, and yeah, have a nice week, wouldn't you? Enjoy yourselves. It's going to be a good one, apparently.